Hello students, welcome to Elements of Costing class. In today's class, we will be learning another two techniques of material control. Yesterday's class we have done with fourth technique of material control, that is material turnover ratio. In today's class, we will be starting with fifth technique of material control, that is bin card. There are no problems on this technique. 2 marks question can be asked. Now what is bin card? Now bin, there are two terms here, bin and card. Okay. Now bin, it is a cupboard or it is a rack wherein the materials will be stored. And in that rack or cupboard, card will be kept, okay, for recording how much material is received or how much materials are issued to the production department and how much is the balance of materials in that rack. Okay, so the card will be kept. Okay, so bin, it is a cupboard or a rack used for storing the materials, okay, wherein card is used to keep the records of the materials moving. Okay, that is called as bin card. So only 2 mark question can be asked on this, that is what is bin card. Hope so everybody has understood what is bin card. Now last technique of material control is input output ratio. It is also called as IO ratio. Okay, now input output ratio means like it is the quality of material put in the manufacturing process to the quantity of material in the final product. It means how much input is put and based on the input how much will be your output or how much material will be available in the final product. Okay, now if the actual IO ratio is higher, then the performance of manufacturing department is not satisfactory or it is not good. Then if the actual input output ratio is lower, then the performance of manufacturing department is good or it is satisfactory. Okay, now to calculate this, there is a formula, that is IO ratio is equals to input divided by output into 100. Okay, now suppose if we want to know how much cost of material is used in the final product, then there is another formula to calculate this, that is cost of material in the final product. So formula is cost of material in the final product is equals to IO ratio, that is input output ratio, into rate per unit. Okay, so this is what is the formula you need to remember. Okay, we will solve problems on this. Now I'll read out the problem first. Okay, Okay, an industry uses a particular raw material which costs rupees 13 per kg and its input output ratio is 140%. On account of sudden shortage of this material, the company is forced to use substitutes keeping in view the quality factor. Okay, the following two substitutes are considered suitable. So next line you need to make 3 columns: substitutes, rate per kg and input output ratio. First substitute, okay, rate per kg is rupees 15.50 and IO ratio is 120%. Substitute 2, rate per kg is rupees 12 and IO ratio is 160%. Recommend which of the above substitute is beneficial for the industry. Okay, now how we can find it out? Now already they have given input output ratio. We will have to suggest a company that which material or which substitute is satisfactory or beneficial for the company. Now to find it out that we should know how much cost of material is incurred in the what is the cost of material incurred in the final product. So if we calculate, then it will be very easy to recommend for the company. Okay, now write down the formula: cost of material in the final product. So the formula is what? IO ratio into rate per unit. Okay, now we need to calculate it for both the substitutes. So I, that is first substitute, is equals to IO ratio is 120%. Okay, so 120% into how much they have given? Rupees. Rate is how much here? 15.50. 15.50. Okay, yes, calculate this. So that will be equal to rupees 18.6. Rupees 18.6. Okay, now same thing we need to calculate for substitute B also, substitute 2 also. Okay, so that is equals to, now how much percentage they have given here? They have given 160%. So 160% into rupees 12. Okay, now calculate this. So this will be equal to rupees 19.2. Rupees 19.2. Okay, now cost of material in the final product for substitute 1 is rupees 18.6. Then the cost of material in the final product for substitute 2 is 19.2. So now just check whichever gives you less expenses, that has to be recommended. Okay, now you can write the conclusion. Okay, that is use of substitute 1 is beneficial for the industry as the expense, or the cost, you can write as the cost of material used in the final product is less. Okay, so this is what is your answer. Hope so everybody has understood this. Okay, we will see another problem on this. Okay, I'll read it out again. Okay, from the following data, calculate: A is actual IO ratio, B is standard IO ratio, C standard raw material cost of finished output, D the actual raw material cost of finished output, E is performance of the raw material. Okay, now here next line you need to make 3 columns: particulars, actual and standard. Okay, now input of groundnut for actual is 600 kg, standard is also 600 kg. Output of oil. Actual is 420 kgs and standard is 480 kgs. Cost of raw groundnut per kg is rupees 8. Okay, now this is the information they have given. They have asked us to find out actual IO ratio. So actual IO ratio, how you can find out? Input, okay, input divided by output. Input divided by output. Okay, yes. Now is equals to, now input actual, you need to check actual input of groundnut is how much? 600 kgs. Okay, already they have given 600 kgs. Okay, divided by actual output. Actual output is how much? 420 kgs. 420 kgs. Okay, yes, so that will be equal to 1.42. So that will be equal to 1.42. If you want to find out a ratio, then you have to multiply it with 100. Okay, now next, first we have calculated actual IO ratio is 1.42. Okay, now standard IO ratio, again in the same manner we need to calculate. So that is equals to, standard input is again 600 kgs. 600 kgs. Okay, then divided by standard output. Standard output is how much? Standard output is 480 kgs. 480 kgs. Okay, now so that will be equals to, calculate 1.25. It is 1.25. Okay, yes. Now third point is standard raw material cost of finished output. We need to find out. So standard cost of material in output per kg is equals to cost of raw material per kg into standard IO ratio. Okay, so write down the formula now, which will be equal to, now last sentence they have given, cost of raw groundnut per kg is rupees 8. Okay, which is already given in the problem. So cost of raw material per kg is rupees 8. Understanding everyone? Yes. Into standard IO ratio per kg. Standard IO ratio per kg is 1.25. 1.25. Okay, so calculate this. Okay, so this will be equal to 10. This will be equal to 10. Okay, now actual cost of material in output per kg. Now how we have calculated it for standard, same thing we need to calculate for actual also. Now again, the cost of raw material per kg is rupees 8 into actual IO ratio. Actual IO ratio is 1.42, right? It is 1.42. Now which is equal to 11.36, which is equal to 11.36. Okay, now fifth one, what they have told us, performance of the raw material. Now we have to recommend company about the performance of the raw material. Okay, now next line, that is E, performance of the raw material. Now, what is the conclusion for this? Now, actual IO ratio is higher than the standard ratio. Actual IO ratio, now check here, actual IO ratio is higher than, check here, it is 1.42 and this is 1.25. Okay, so the performance of manufacturing department is not satisfactory because standard is less and actual is more. Okay, so write down the conclusion. Actual actual IO ratio is higher than the standard ratio. So performance of manufacturing department is not satisfactory. Okay, understanding? Hope so. Everybody has understood this problem as well as this technique. Okay, now in my next class, we will be seeing another part of your third unit, that is cost of material purchased or material purchase price. Okay, so that we will be seeing in next class. Okay, hope so this class is clear to you all. See you in next class.